Hello, it's Randy Martin here from Covenant Community Services, Covenant Coffee, and I just wanted to share some thoughts. I was asked by some of our foster youth to follow up with a message I gave on attitude, and something they wanted to hear more about was how to stay positive during this time of crisis and confusion and chaos. So I wrote down some quick thoughts here that I just want to share, and really they're just ways that we can experience this tough time together, but also get through it with the sense that we are together, and the fact that uh, we each need each other. We each need the positive influence we can bring to each other's life through love, laughter, happiness, peace, and joy, and all those great concepts and truths. So, without further ado, man, number one, start your day thinking good thoughts. So it's very easy to wake up every day and flip on the news and um, just hear all of the junk going on. We know there's a crisis of health. We know that people are passing away. We know that life has continued to go on despite COVID-19, and all the other things that were ramping up in our life prior to this crisis are still happening. So people are still facing all the things they were facing before. Now we just have this extra layer of bad news that happens every day, of political bad news, of social bad news, of economic bad news, and everyone on every single front seemingly just having this negative vibe. So you can combat that by starting your day with good thoughts. So wake up every day and just be thankful for the day that you have. Be thankful that you're in the fight yet another day. Be thankful for your family and friends that you do have. Be thankful for the food on your table. Be thankful for the shelter you have. Be thankful for whatever you have, and keep that positive vibe going by starting correctly. Start out with a thought process that, man, today's going to be a good day. That's really what hope is. Hope is expectation of a future good. So if you wake up in despair, man, you got to combat that with hope. So you think about those good things. As a person of faith, I love the scripture in Philippians that just talks about that. And it's in Philippians 4:8. It says, finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. So, even sacred writings point to training and retooling our brain, re-engineering our brain from all the negative and all the junk that's happening to more positive things. So if you're thinking about good stuff, then you're going to see good stuff. But if you're thinking about bad things, guess what you're going to see? You're going to see the next bad report. You're going to see the next negative outcome. You're going to see the next potential negative story. But if you're seeing good things, you're going to look at that and see. If you're thinking good things, you're going to see good things. You're going to walk outside and see a flower and be connected to God's creation, and know that, that flower may die and it may go back into the earth, but something else is going to grow from it, that we're all part of a process. You're going to think of the sunshine and feel the warmth on your skin and think good things. You're going to allow that to positively affect not only your physical being, but your spiritual and mental being. But if you're thinking negative, everything's negative. Starting your day with good thoughts is key. That's through meditation, through prayer, and just also rehearsing what you're thankful for. So start your day right. Start your day with good thoughts. Now, as we go through our day, what can we do? Well, number one, man, be positive. There's so much negative stuff going around. It's so easy to jump on the negative Ned or Nancy train and just be all, this is bad, this is horrible, today's stupid, the world's dumb, woe is me, this is apocalyptic. But instead, fill your brain with good. Be positive, uplifting. Think about those good things we talked about, but roll that throughout your day. The positive fact that you have clean water or good water, or that you have toilet paper in your house. I don't know what it is, but be positive. And then when you interact with others, be positive. So much of the stuff that's going on right now is around social media and challenges and people posting different things, and the 10 things I ate and the 10 things I did and the new things I'm learning. But there's another factor on social media that's happening right now, and it's trolls that are just negative. They don't have anything good to say. Everything is an attack. Everything is catching somebody doing something wrong or incorrect, or their motives can't be right or whatever. And it's just this negative vibe they're pushing. And man, that's not what we need right now. Yeah, guess what? There's a lot of negative things going on in the world. There's bad stuff happening. Hey, the industry we work in, every outcome for the foster youth we serve is negative. It's proven statistically. You know, domestic violence is going to increase. It's a pipeline to prison. It's a pipeline to welfare. It's a pipeline to getting your kids, if you have them, taken away from you. It's a pipeline to teen pregnancy, to substance abuse, to suicide, to homelessness. But, you know, we're not throwing our hands up in the air and going, oh, well, you know, forget about it. We're not going to do anything. We're going to forget that April's Child Abuse Awareness and Prevention Month, because we'll always have child abuse with us, because that's what people do. They choose drugs over their kids. No, man, we're going to be positive about it. And we're going to say, yeah, we're thankful for organizations that are trying their hardest. Nobody's perfect. Nobody in this world's perfect and has it right. So people are trying. So be positive, man. They're trying to say the right thing. They're trying to do the right thing. And I think now, man, school teachers are off. Guess what? Suddenly they're the grammar police on Facebook or on Instagram or any social media. Man, I don't need a grammar cop chasing me down. I'm just trying to get through the day and stay positive under shelter in place. So be positive, man. Be positive in everything you do. In your review here, be positive. All right. Be kind. Kindness is infectious. Positivity is infectious. Yeah, this virus is infectious. So is the flu bug. So is cold. So are all sorts of things that we can get that are infectious diseases. But being kind is infectious. So call your friend, text your friend, get on WhatsApp and connect with people that you might know overseas. You know, tweet something to somebody, FaceTime them, share laughter, share love, share good stories, share history, share memories, but be kind. Find somebody to be kind to. Call a relative, call a lost friend, long lost friend, hit somebody up on Facebook. You know, be kind. Be kind to people that are serving you. The guys dropping off your UPS package or your Amazon package, the mailman, the mailwoman, that first responder you see or know. Send them a message, send them a note. Just say, hey man, I'm thinking about you. Nothing deep and crazy. Just let them know that you want to be kind to them, and that you're being positive in this, and that you're appreciative of what they're doing and who they are. And next to kindness, I would say be considerate. You know, take the time to think about what other people may be going through. Consider their feelings. Be considerate. And you know, the Bible talks about it, to one another, how we would love one another, how we would speak to one another, how we would share with one another. And you want to be considerate when you do that. You want to be thinking about whatever they may be going through. And guess what? Here's your number one weapon against you, or here's the number one weapon that would be used to get you to be a bozo, an idiot, is that you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what I'm going through. You don't know what my family's going through. I don't know what you're going through. We surely don't know what the person that's reading your Facebook post is going through. We don't know what your neighbor's going through. We don't know who just lost their job. We don't know whose mom had cancer before this. We don't know who just lost somebody who just is going through a divorce. We don't know someone whose kid just broke their arm or leg. But our flippant comments and the things that we say to either people in public or in the public space that aren't considerate, there's just no room for that. There's no room for it anytime, but there's really no room for it in crisis. So you can choose to be part of the solution and progress, or you can choose to be part of the problem and just being a bozo. But I tell you what, man, you reap what you sow. So when you're kind and considerate, that's infectious, and it will come back to you, especially when you're positive. It's easy to be negative. It's easy to jump on the hate bandwagon and be a hater and a troller and say a bunch of dumb stuff. That's so easy. Just take pot shots from your couch. Be positive, solution focused, considerate and kind. Be understanding. Man, everybody's trying to figure this out. Nobody's got the riddle of COVID-19 solved. Grocery stores are trying to figure it out. Fast food places are trying to figure it out. Restaurants are trying to figure it out. Coffee houses are trying to figure it out. Delivery services are trying to figure it out. You know, older individuals that don't know how to use Zoom or social media or Hangouts are trying to figure out so they can stay connected. So be understanding that, you know what, not everybody knows everything. And it's a learning process, and we've never been down this road before. We've never been sheltered in place before. We've never had to rely on delivery services before. We've never ran out of TP before. We've never went through a lot of what we're going through now, because today is now. So be understanding about that. We're all in a learning process. Everybody's trying to get through this. Man, be understanding. Be understanding. So be positive, be kind, be considerate, be understanding. Sounds a lot like kindergarten, doesn't it? And next one, be patient. Be very patient at this time. Patient with your loved ones, patience with your friends, patience with the process, patience in line, patience in 6-foot distancing, patience in everything you do. Just be patient. Slow down, take a breather, focus on the positive, and while you're being patient, repeat those steps again. Slow down, focus on the positive, be considerate, be kind, be positive, be full of understanding, and then be patient. Not everything's gonna fix itself. And man, this is a time. We got people staying at home, cabin fever's going down. We need to be supportive of one another, not taking attacks and the pot shots. You know, if you're gonna do that, shoot an arrow of hope, shoot an arrow of faith, shoot an arrow of love somebody's direction, not despair, not negativity, and not some junky thought just because you have a right to share your opinion, which is the last one, man. Be quiet. Just be quiet. If you don't have anything good to say, right, don't say it. Same thing. If you don't have anything good to text, don't text it. We had a foster youth one time, man, was blasting something out about some of the work we were doing. And I called her and I said, man, what are you doing? She said, well, Facebook asked me. It said, hey, how are you feeling? And I was like, so I told them. So, well, you don't have to tell everybody everything you think. Man, I thank God that I have a filter. You may not think that, but I do. And I don't say everything I think. Matter of fact, I say about probably 5% of what I think. Man, there's always stuff rattling around in my head. And I've got to filter that because I want to be full of hope and positive. You know, I don't want to be somebody that's just jumping on the bandwagon of saying, oh, this could happen and this could happen. Yeah, there's a reality out there. We all get it. And it's easy to be negative and call out all the negative things. It's easy to sit back and say, we have lack, we have chaos, there's crisis. These leaders aren't doing this right. This isn't happening right. That's a reality. It's easy to say all that stuff, right? It's a little bit harder to be quiet. And there's another passage in the Bible I love in James. It says, be slow to anger, right? Slow to speak and quick to listen. So we're going to get more done as a society, as individuals, when we listen to one another. Because when you're listening, you're trying to say that somebody has something to say that I need to hear, rather than I have something to say that you need to hear. When you listen, you're being positive. The very act of listening is an act of kindness, is considerate of the other person's feelings, emotions, thoughts, right? It's understanding. It's seeking. Listening is seeking to understand rather than to be understood. So if I'm just pushing my methodology and reasoning and thoughts because I can, because I have a voice and a phone I can text on and shoot you a message, that doesn't mean anything. It just means that I'm enforcing my thoughts and opinions on you. It's my bully tactic, whether I like to say it that way or not. But being quiet, that's when I'm not just hearing, but listening. And I'm processing. And I'm thinking about the things that you're saying to me, the pictures that you're posting, the videos you're sharing. Not to regulate them, critique them, but to listen to what you're communicating. Every behavior we have as humans is stating something. What is it saying? So much of communication is nonverbal. So guess what social media has done? It's pulled into this whole other aspect of communication where we are curating our thoughts, feelings, emotions, and the behavior is what we post. So be quiet. If you don't have anything good to say, don't say it. Man, now if you're rallying against truth and a bully or someone who is out and out just challenging your version of reality, then send them a private message. Say, hey, man, I'm just reaching out to you. You know, when you get on some thread and you just see this tirade of negativity and of junk and of back and forthness, that's really just benefiting people's egos that are in the fight. Very few people are truth evangelists, and that's not the platform for it, is it? Because if you're not equally educated in a debate, then how can you say that I'm going to share and enforce my thought or feeling? You know, if any of you know me, you know I'm a firm believer in Jesus Christ, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, and I try to show that more than I try to run out and mouth it off. And that's proven to be, you know, working out for me. And I have friends and family and loved ones that have come and said, hey, man, how are you getting through this? And then I can say, I'm getting through this because of my faith, and that's the only reason and methodology I'm getting through this now. I'm not getting through this because I'm bright or creative or smart. I'm getting through this because of my faith, because I know hope is real and love is real, because the foundation of my love isn't from this earth. And the foundation of my hope isn't from this earth. So therefore, I don't have a methodology that's bound to COVID-19 or this earth. It's from somewhere else. But I don't need to be the mouthpiece shouting that out. If I want to do that, I'll go start a church. I'll go preach on a corner. At least you know what you're getting. But here I am, a guy working with foster youth, trying to be the best son of God I can, the best husband I can, the best father I can, the best friend I can, and the best servant I can in our community. That doesn't mean that I'm getting it right all the time, but what it does mean is that I'm going to try to be quiet other than this video, which is encouraging you to be quiet, but as an act of kindness, to thwart our human tendency to be negative and go on the attack and put others down instead of lift them up. So now, finally, we practice all that. We're doing it. We're waking up. We're starting our day with positive thoughts. Whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is good, whatever is positive. Think on these things. Then throughout the day, we're rehearsing them. We're being positive. We're being kind. We're looking for ways to be considerate, to be understanding. We're exercising great patience. And then finally, we're being quiet. Now, when you go to lay your head on your pillow at the end of the day, if you try to live this way, you're not always going to get it right, but man, you're going to feel much better and be at peace because you're living the way God intends us to live with one another, not in attack mode, but in support mode, being an encourager. So now how do we end our day? When you lay your head on that pillow, you rehearse. In athletics, we call it watching game film. You rehearse the good things of the day. You rehearse the positive steps you went forward. You rehearse the good things that you learned. You rehearse the hope that was extended to you or that you extended to another. You rehearse the encouragement you received or the encouragement you gave to one another. And you think about good things as you end your day. You don't end the day falling asleep to the latest pundit on your favorite news show describing the deaths and the updates and the hospital ships and the negative stuff in our world. You end the day with those positive thoughts, just rehearsing in your mind that you're alive and that you matter and that you are made for such a time as this. And you're living now in this season, in this moment for a purpose. And you rehearse the day with the positive thought that you are made on purpose and for a purpose. So, my friends, be positive, be infectious, be kind, be infectious. Do not practice distancing with positive nature, kindness, consideration, understanding, patience, and being quiet. I did not say don't practice your social distancing or your physical distancing. I said don't distance yourself from people because you're the opposite of those traits. So remember, start your day thinking good thoughts. Be positive, be kind, be considerate, be understanding, be patient, be quiet throughout the day. And then end your day with thinking good thoughts. God bless you. Hope you're well and safe. Wash your hands. Practice that distancing. Wear a mask, wear gloves if you go out in public. Let's keep each other safe. Stay at home. Love you. Take care.